This is another video by Florida. I made a Wizard of Oz birthday card for my little niece, and so I wanted to make some poppies to go in on the card, because obviously that's the big theme, is the poppy fields from Wizard of Oz. So I figured out how to make a cute little paper poppy, and now I will show you how to do it. First, take some tissue paper that you use for packaging and things like that, and punch out some ovals. It doesn't really matter what size oval you use as long as it's wide enough to make a leaf. Next, you're just going to cut a little wavy top to this one side of the oval. And then I used my little wave crimper to put some texture into the leaves, and so I just ran them through as a stack and ended up with all my little leaves looking like this. Next, you're going to fold each of the leaves on the non-cut side to put a little crimp in the middle, and that gives it some volume, so it'll buckle up a little bit on the sides. And you're going to do that with each of your leaves, and you can see where the fold actually goes with the pencil marks in one of them. Then glue each of the petals opposite each other, so just 4 to a little round punch. I think that was a 1 1/8 or 1 1/4 inch punch. It doesn't really matter too much. And you're going to want each leaf to overlap and underlap the one next to it. So each one will have one side of the leaf overlapping another one, and one is underlapping the one before it. Then you're going to take a 1/2 inch punch and just punch right in the center of your little circle that you made for the base. Take about a 1 inch strip of paper, and you're going to cut really, really thin little strips into it, so that this is going to be the fringe that goes on the inside of the flower, like around the center of the flower. And you're going to use a bone folder or something, you can use anything, to just curl it around so it makes a nice circle that'll fit inside of it. And then you'll also use it to bend back the little fringes a little bit before you start to glue it in place. Okay, so you'll take the non-fringe side and poke it through the center and make a nice circle out of it. You can tape it if you want to, but I found it wasn't necessary. And then I just cut it up a little bit so that you could bend down the pieces and still make it pretty circular. And then I actually cut out about a 1 1/2 inch circle, or I think it was maybe a little smaller than that, and then just covered up the bottom once again so I had a nice flat bottom to work with. So I punched out a 1/2 inch circle out of black paper and then cardstock, and then I just turned it over onto a piece of foam and embossed, starting in the center and working my way outwards until I got like a dome shape on it. And that way I have a nice big kind of domey center for the kind of a button-shaped center. And then I'm going to put glue all over the top of it and glitter it, and I will end up with a perfect little center for my flower. So once the glitter's dry, go ahead and put a pop dot on the back of it, and then you'll go ahead and stick that right in the center of your flower. And so when you're done, this is what it should look like. I mean, this one probably has fringe that's a little too thick and curly for a poppy, but whatever. I don't really think they're that realistic. But the second one I did a little less full, and I think it probably needed to be cut a little bit more thin on the fringe, but otherwise I thought they were pretty cute. Hope you'll make some. Enjoy!